Vehicles of War and Peace. Hughes H-4 Hercules. Game included Microsoft Flight Simulator. Please like and subscribe, hit the bell icon, and enjoy. The Hughes H-4 Hercules, commonly known as the Spruce Goose, is a prototype strategic airlift flying boat designed and built by the Hughes Aircraft Company. Intended as a transatlantic flight transport for use during World War II, it was not completed in time to be used in the war, however. The aircraft made only one brief flight on November 2nd, 1947. The project never advanced beyond the single example produced. In 1942, the U.S. War Department needed to transport war material and personnel to Britain. Allied shipping in the Atlantic Ocean was suffering heavy losses to German U-boats, so a requirement was issued for an aircraft that could cross the Atlantic with a large payload. Wartime priorities meant the aircraft could not be made of strategic materials. It was designed to carry 150,000 pounds, 750 fully equipped troops, or 3 30-ton M4 Sherman tanks. Hughes continued the program on his own under the designation H-4 Hercules, signing a new government contract that allowed limited production to one example. Work proceeded slowly, and the H-4 was not completed until well after the war was over. The plane was built by Hughes Aircraft Company at Hughes Airport, location of present-day Plano Vista, Los Angeles, California. Howard Hughes, also called to testify before Senate War Investigating Committee in 1947 over the use of government funds for the aircraft. During the Senate hearing on August 6, 1947, the first of a series of appearances, Howard Hughes said the following: "The Hercules is a monumental undertaking. It is the largest aircraft ever built. It is over 5 stories tall with a wingspan longer than a football field. That's more than a city block. Now, I put my sweat of my life into this thing. I have my reputation all rolled up in it, and I have stated several times that if it's a failure, I will probably leave this country and never come back. And I mean it." In all, development costs for the plane reached $23 million, an equivalent of $222 million in 2021 dollars. Hughes returned to California during a break in the Senate hearings to run taxi tests on the H-4. On November 2nd, 1947, the taxi test began with Hughes at the control. His crew included Dave Grant as co-pilot and 2 flight engineers, Don Smith and Joe Petrali, and 16 mechanics and 2 other flight crew. The H-4 also carries 7 invited guests from the press corps and an additional 7 industry representatives. In total, 36 people were on board. 4 reporters left to file stories after the first 2 taxi runs, while the remaining press stayed for the final test run that day. After picking up speed on the channel facing Cabrillo Beach, the Hercules lifted off, remaining airborne for 26 seconds at 70 feet off the water. At the speed of 135 miles per hour for about 1 mile. At this altitude, the aircraft still experienced ground effect. Nevertheless, the brief flight proved to detectors that Hughes' masterpiece was flightworthy, thus vindicating the use of government funds. Thanks for watching.